channel. So today we're going to be discussing all things foundation. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscription button, and welcome to All Things Beauty with Mosi. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for joining me again and for liking and sharing, and thank you so much for commenting in the comment section. And don't forget to check the community tab for all my updates for when I'm, having little conversations with you guys. So if you have not subscribed to the channels yet, please hit that subscription button down below. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can keep up to date with all of my uploads, and do not forget to share my videos with your friends and family. So we're going into the video because I'm trying not to keep it too long, so y'all can go click out yes. Alright, so the first, I can't take it, I can't. So we're going to be talking about the first foundation I would highly recommend, and you can get at Pennywise, would be the Covergirl. It's the True Blend Matte Foundation. I use D15. D15 to the back here. Alright, so what I like about this foundation, one, that it's easy to blend. So having a foundation that is easy to blend saves you a lot of time in the application process of the foundation, that you don't have much blending out to do, and it wouldn't take up too much of your day. It dries down perfectly, as you would have seen in my video, my 15 minutes no, it was 10-minute makeup challenge, or 5 minutes. No, it's 5-minute makeup challenge. Oh, it's senior moments. Yes, you would have seen, even with the patch that I forgot to blend out, that was on my forehead, it did dry down perfectly, and I didn't even realize that I didn't blend out that patch there at the end of the video. So I would recommend, even if as a beginner with using makeup and you're not familiar, with the application process and what you kind of do, you can learn pretty easy using the Covergirl True Blend Foundation. And as I said, you can get it at Pennywise. It lasts for 12 hours because usually when I used to put on makeup to go to work, I would apply it early in the morning, so at around 6, and then when I come home at 6 o'clock, things still popping on my face in the afternoon, and I would even do a video with it holding up so lovely on my skin. So yeah, it does last 12 hours. It's great for all skin types, oily and dry, even a combination of both oily and dry skin, and it provides excellent coverage. I wouldn't lie, it's like a full coverage type foundation. If you want to go like full, double full, I just like when it looks natural and flawless, like what I have on tonight. It is the True Blend, and I love the way it applies to the skin and looks perfect. This is a foundation that you cannot be missing out on. Go to Pennywise and go try you the Covergirl True Blend Foundation, and they also have a wide range of colors, well, shades for you to choose from depending on your skin color. And yeah, so I would recommend that first and foremost, the Covergirl. I was a Revlon girl before until I found the Covergirl True Blend Foundation, and like, yeah, see, I kick Revlon to second. Okay, so the second foundation, Color Stay foundation. My own kind of looking dirty. It says it lasts 24 hours, and I use 400 caramel. That foundation as well, Revlon, is also easy to blend. No set of work blending out this foundation. Even if you might have left a spot, it also does blend down and dry down really good. It last, I wouldn't say 12, but 8 to 10 hours. You do start to see some creasing on by the nose area. It starts to break apart, not crease but break apart there, especially in the areas where your skin holds a lot of oil. This one, it says it's for oily skin, but after 8 hours it does break down on the nose and around the nose area here, your cupid's bow, you would start to see it breaking down. So yeah, so it's not 24 hours, it's 8 to 10 hours. It is full coverage. It is an excellent foundation for covering up marks and blemishes. So yeah, I would recommend that. Two things they need to improve though: the color range could be varied a little bit more. I usually, before, they seem to have an issue with consistency of their colors, because I didn't used to use caramel before. There was a different one, and the color shade keeps changing even though the name remains the same, and then you go back and you buy it, and for some strange reason it always either a little darker or a little lighter, so you always have to go a color up or a shade up or a shade down. So that they need to be a little more better with their consistency, especially with the shade range. It, for some strange reason, I don't know why their formula always changes in the shade range. That drives me crazy. That is why I had to find another foundation, and I'm happy with the True Blend. If they could like get a little more in the shades for darker skin would be great. Like, yeah. But so far so good. Revlon is doing an absolutely wonderful job with their formula as it comes to the application of their foundation. Flawless, like flawless. Alright, so my third on the list for foundations that I love, and if you believe it or not, would be the Ellie Girl Pro Matte High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation. Look, I really love this too. Like, listen to me. My girlfriend Sunita at work had recommended, you know, that I try it out, go to sing, and I had the previous one. It was a kind of squarish bottle, and I didn't like it at all. The foundation started to kind of separate in the bottle. You could see it was, I don't know, it didn't even pass the expiration date, and it wasn't doing well, as in shelf life, and I didn't like the way it applied either, because it left a kind of ashy look on your face. People could look and say, ugh, that makeup like a mask. However, this formula and new and improved bottling is absolutely amazing. I was so glad I took the plunge. I did, however, get this at Pennywise. Wonderful World has it as well, but as I told you guys before, Pennywise has it way cheaper. I have, what shade is this? GLM 683 Nutmeg, but my skin, because I've not been outside much during quarantine, I did get a little paler than usual, so I usually have to mix this with my Wet n Wild foundation in order for it to have a true match to my skin. However, this is absolutely amazing. It blends out perfectly. I was so surprised on how good this thing blends out, and how come nobody ain't talking about this though? Like, how? Yeah, it's easy to blend. As I said, dries on perfectly. However, it lasts 6 to 8 hours. So yeah, by 6 to 8 hours, it does start falling apart on your nose. You would see it sinking into the pores in your nose, and you see the little creasing lines, whatever. That was the only area I saw where it started separating, on the nose area. However, everywhere else it did stand up good for the 6 to 8 hours. It's great for all skin types. I have oily skin, and I've recently combination, because under my eyes be dry at times. Well, if I don't use not olive oil, what am I saying, vitamin E oil on my under eye area, if I forget to use it for a few days, it tends to be dry. So this does not look matty. So you know, sometimes when you have dry under eyes and you put foundation there, it tends to crease up and accentuates the dryness under your eye, and even makes your eye look as if you have wrinkles. These three do not do that. Even though under the eye may be dry, it still dries down perfectly. As I said, it depends on how much powder you use under the eye too, which can also contribute to that matty, muddy look under the eye. But this foundation does stand up great, and it looks so good, and it's so cheap. So yeah, who say drugstores don't have that thing? Like, hello. So yeah, so these are the three that I really do like, and they have a wide range of colors too. So which is good. Yeah, Ellie Girl, like, real popping, the concealer popping, foundation popping, like they're doing the thing. Alright, so we're heading into the two drugstore foundations that I hate. I don't like them. I don't like them. So the second would be the Juvia's Place foundation that looks like a whole bloody mask, like a whole mask. For me, no matter what you do, how you try to blend this thing down, first of all, to blend this thing down is like a task. You can't use too much of this. You have to use like a very little bit. And for me, even when it dries down, it looks like if you are wearing a mask. Like, why? No, I don't like it. I love their concealer though, but I just don't, I'm not feeling this foundation. But you cannot get this here at Pennywise, Not Wonderful World. This I purchased online and brought it for myself, but it is known as a drugstore foundation. So I don't like it. Some people do, especially for oily skin. It starts to raise up and looks super crazy, like super crazy. Best you just go in the bathroom, wash this thing off your face. Alright, so it takes too long to blend, which is one I do not like it for. Second, it dries down masky, crazy masky, crazy masky. It does not last 8 hours. It lasts like 4 to 6. Like, even before lunchtime, it starts separating on the nose area, separating in the T-zone. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. The formula just ain't good. It breaks up, as I said, on oily skin, and it does not look flawless. It just does not look flawless. The only plus to this is that it has a wide range of shades, so it's easy for you to locate your shade. But I just don't like the finished look of this foundation. You always know when someone has this on. It just does not look good. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. Okay, and the final one would be the L'Oreal Fog. I don't like how this dries down. It oxidizes down really dark. Like, even when you think you find your perfect shade, and bam, this thing oxidizes down like super quick. I don't like it. Let me quick. Super dark. Super dark. Alright, it's, however, it is easy to blend. I would give it that. Don't like the fact that it oxidizes down dark. Maximum hours, I would say 4 to 5 hours. This will stay before it starts separating on your nose. It's very light coverage. So if you do not like wearing like full coverage foundations, this would be the thing for you. Like super light. If you have clean, clear skin and you can wear this, super light. It does not cover acne, pimples, nothing. It's just like water. And I find the shade ranges were a bit limited. Probably at the time when I purchased it, Pennywise didn't have much colors, much shades. Why do I keep saying much colors? But I wasn't feeling it. You see the bottle's still full. I just used it like a few times. The bottle's still full. We have makeup money. We're just not using it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's very, very light on the skin. However, it is light on the skin. As I said, it's light coverage. It's like light coverage. But if you're looking for full coverage, the Covergirl True Blend Matte, yes. Even medium coverage, because you can blend that out on it. Still popping. The Revlon Color Stay, as well as the Ellie Girl. This is buildable. I would not say it's full coverage, but it's buildable. Yeah. You can build this thing up if you want it to full coverage, and it's amazing on the skin. These are my 3 favorites. So guys, these are the 3 foundations that I would highly recommend to purchase. They are worth every single cent, and they will blend out easy. They will last on the skin and will look flawless. So if you remember, please remember, if you're looking for your shade and you go into Pennywise, please walk with your blending sponge or your brush, whichever one you use for your foundation application. Have them apply the testing pump onto your application, either your brush or your blending sponge, and apply it onto the skin in the store. Take a little mirror, walk with that when you're going as well, and go outside of Pennywise. Use the natural sunlight to tell whether or not the foundation matches your skin. In-store light tends to fool you and make you feel, oh, this thing looking flawless, and then like when you reach, I'm like, hello? Why you be looking like that? You wasn't looking like that when I was in the store. Natural lighting is always the best way to tell whether or not the foundation matches your skin. And so you want to be sure that you're buying the correct thing for your skin. If your skin is dry, look for a foundation that is for dry skin. If your skin is oily, look for a foundation for oily skin. If you have a combination, you look for a foundation that says combination. The Revlon 24 hours is for combination of oily skin, so you can use this for both dry and oily. The True Matte foundations are usually for persons who have oily skin. If you have dry skin and use a matte foundation, you'll tend to see that your skin looks even more dry. So if you have extra dry skin, use a use a moisturizer that will keep your skin hydrated, as well as a primer if you decide to use a matte foundation on your skin. The Pro Ellie Girl is matte as well, so oily skin girls, you know, we be popping with these matte foundations. But girls for dry skin, get a primer that will keep your skin hydrated if you go for a foundation that is matte. Yeah, so guys, that's it for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit that subscription button and share the video. If you have any questions, meet me downstairs in the comment section and I'll answer it for you. Bye.